Dear alumni, you are invited to celebrate your class's 15-year reunion at Deimos Academy. As one of the longest operating boarding schools, we are looking forward to seeing how successful you have become. Our strict regimen of putting excellence first and educating children to stay in line has created some of the best alumni. As you all know, some of the world's most powerful people have graced our halls, from celebrities to technology geniuses. And if they did not attend here, then consider yourself lucky to be receiving a better education than they did. We look forward to meeting with you. Remember, excellence always. In Damos Academy, players are taking on the roles of alumni who used to attend the boarding school. They are called back at the school to attend a 15-year reunion to discover that they are the only ones there in this creepy old academy. Through this collaborative horror role-playing game, players will explore different rooms and roll dice to collect memories. When they succeed, they collect the memory and they get to color in a part of the room. In the final room, characters will face their biggest fears. Players will build the story together, remembering things from their characters' pasts and attempting to overcome their fears and the trauma that they experienced as children. So get ready for your reunion. Deimos Academy awaits your arrival.
And we should be live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friends Who Roll Dice Twitch channel. I'm joined here by some lovely guests. But before we get into all of that, let me just say I'm really excited. I hope you are too. We are going to be playing Deimos Academy. I believe this is the first stream game of Deimos Academy, a horror RPG, horror roleplay game with a very interesting format that I have never seen before, have not played before, and I'm really excited to get into. And I'm fortunate enough to be joined today by the creators of Deimos Academy. So please take it away. I think we can start with Banana.
Hi, thank you so much for having us. I am Banana Chan, she, her, they, them. I am the owner and co-founder of a small RPG/board game publishing company called Game and a Curry, and I am one of the co-designers along with Amanda and Austin. I'm going to throw it over to you, Amanda.
Okay, sounds good. Hi, I'm Amanda Call. I'm primarily the artist for the game, and although I have been in the development for it the whole time too, so very excited. And now it's Austin.
Hey, it's me. It's Austin. I'm Austin. I did the other stuff in the game. Happy to be here. Really, this should be great. I didn't practice this intro like you two did. You two are, every time we're on a call, it's like, I'm also here. I should think of what I want to say at these things. I didn't. Congrats.
Austin, you're not alone in my excitement and nervousness. I forgot to introduce myself. So hello, everyone. My name is Christian, better known as Kappa in the TTRPG space. And I'm here representing Friends Who Roll Dice. Like I said, Deimos Academy coming to Kickstarter in September. So this is the first ever stream. If you're here, you've got a really special look into how this game is going to be played before anyone else does. So I'm really excited about that. Now, a few housekeeping things. It is a horror role-playing game, so some content warnings are going to be necessary just for people's safety. So if throughout the game and you forget, !CW, enter into chat so you can pull it up. But the game's media touchstones are It, movie and book, scary stories to tell in the dark, and content warnings include body horror, flooding, buried alive, slashers, supernatural, bugs, child endangerment, and some trauma. as going back to a school for your 15-year reunion is going to bring back some of that trauma. Anyway, I'm excited. Everyone else ready?
Oh yeah.
Anything
Very
else that I'm
ready.
forgetting? Because I did forget something.
I could do like a quick summary of what we're going to get into.
Great. That's how we'll get started. Thank you,
Awesome.
Ben.
Thank you, Kappa. So this game is about a bunch of adults who are returning back to their old, creepy boarding school where they had spent X amount of years at, going to school, hanging out, growing up there basically. And so while they were at the school, some weird stuff had happened. It was very creepy. It was, maybe some weird things that impacted how they, grew up basically. And now that they're returning back to the old school, they might have forgotten a few things. So this game is about collecting those memories, remembering those things, and remembering those fears as well along the journey. So to start, I think what we're going to do is we're going to introduce our characters. So we're on slide 3. And on slide 3, you'll see that we all have made our cool characters with Google Slides. And in the digital version of this game, everyone will get a chance to adjust them and play around with their characters in the same way that we did here. So why don't we start with Amanda's character?
Sure. All right, so my character's name is Georgia Ellis, she, her. And how much do we want to start off with as far as talking about the characters? What we already have?
Yeah, let's say what we already have.
Okay. So every character in the game has a supernatural ability in addition to regular mundane things that they have, and my character's supernatural ability is telepathy. I also, while I was in school, had a reputation for being an overachiever and was in the Model UN after school club.
Nice. I'm going to skip me for now. I'll go last. Austin, tell us about your character.
What's up? I'm Don Razor. Pronouns are he, they. My supernatural ability is future vision. I don't. What else? Do you want anything else? That's what I got.
Perfect.
I have other stuff.
I like how you're calling it future vision. That's perfect. And then finally, we have Kappa's character.
Hello. My character is Finn Radley. Pronouns he, him. My supernatural ability, I believe, is a mediumship. Right, I'm the medium. I talk to the other side. But I'm also the class clown, and I was in cooking club after school.
Nice. And finally is my character. Her name is Jerry Lamb, she, her. And her reputation at school was she was the emo kid. And her after school club was sculpting. So she would, hang out in the art department and just make creepy sculptures because that was her thing. She was emo. And her, what's that? Oh, okay. And her supernatural ability is telekinesis.
I had my reputation in school thing written down, but I didn't know if I was supposed to say that, so I didn't. But I'll say it now. I was in the newspaper club committee team. And my reputation was mean girl.
The newspaper team.
Nice.
It was totally a real club we totally had. Don't worry about it. The school definitely knew about it.
Was it one of those things where you just made it up so that you would have a place to hang out after school?
No, we totally. Remember the other paper, not the big one, the other smaller paper.
Right. The main paper.
Yes.
Awesome. So now we're going to go over to slide 4. And on slide 4, we are going to create our school. So keeping in mind that our characters, as we're playing this game, we are playing 15 years in the present. So basically, we're going to talk about our graduating year in a moment, but right now is a good time to decide what the year is now that we're playing in this game. So, dear esteemed alumni, it is year, what do we all think?
2015, so the math is easy.
Yeah.
2015.
So then we're not on
I'm a
stream
fan
going.
of easy math. That sounds great.
I'm here. Every time I'm on a stream and I'm playing a dice
gradu-
game, I'm like, oh, 18, no. So no math, easy math all night.
Nice.
It's fair.
So it's 2015, the perfect time for our 15-year reunion. Some of us haven't seen one another since graduation. The reason why we're hosting this reunion now is because, so we have to choose one, we've received a large donation and we'd like to offer it to any alumni who return. We'd like to speak with prospective students, or we're being interviewed by press and they want to know about your experience.
I like that second one. I also like the first one just because I like money, but
It's just a little sketchy that we have to go back to receive this donation.
a little bit, yeah. I mean, I'll mold some young minds.
Nice. So we are speaking with prospective students. We have arranged a day of celebration starting at 11 a.m. in the morning on what month and day is it? Do we think it's like summertime or winter time or fall?
I think fall, like opening,
I think
you know.
Oh, okay. I was gonna just go for it and say it's October 31st.
Oh, yeah, even better.
October 31st.
Ooh.
Ultimate spoopiness.
And you're like, okay, I mean, I guess I don't have anything. I'm an adult now. Sure, yeah.
All right. So we've arranged a day of celebration starting at 11 a.m. in the morning of October 31st for a get-together at Damos Academy. As you all know, the Academy is located at, so where do we think this Academy is located at?
I don't know, where's somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. Salem.
They're all
Salem. Wait, is that Pacific Northwest?
I mean, there's a Salem, Oregon.
There's a Salem, Oregon. Yes.
Yeah.
Salem, Oregon.
Not Salem, not that one.
Not
Did I
that
spell
one.
that right?
not the other one.
They
other
named
Salem.
after the other one. Like
There
a
we
lot
go.
of places on the West Coast are named after places on the East Coast.
Nice. So as you all know, the Academy is located at Salem, Oregon. So expect to dress appropriately for the weather. Lunch, dinner, and light beverages will be provided. Please register at your earliest convenience. All expenses have been paid for. Children, significant others, and any other guests are not allowed. We will be expecting just you. See you there.
That's a little suspicious.
Just a little.
They didn't use an exclamation point. It's just a period.
Right? Like, what does it mean? It's just a period. Choose who this invitation was sent by. Do you think it was an alumni, principal, or a teacher?
Probably the principal. I
Yeah, I'm
would say.
fond of principal.
Principal.
The
All
immortal
right.
principal. Got it.
And what is the principal's name?
I was gonna say immortal because you just said that.
Immortal. Like,
What's the like riff on that?
Headmaster Immortal. Like it's spelled wrong.
No, it's like
M.
M.
Ort is their middle name. Tull.
Ort. Wait. Immortel. Like that?
Yeah. So
Or how about
Sure.
it's Principal Tull.
Yeah, Mortle. Just Ortle. And Ortle.
Principal Ortle.
Oh, like Immortal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
I promise this is a
Perfect.
horror game.
It will get
Alright.
spooky later.
I promise. I promise. Get the
First-
laughs in now.
First, we have to be foolish.
All right. So Headmaster M. Ortel sent this over to us. Now, after filling out this ad lib together as a group, answer the following questions. The first question is, why do most children get sent to the school? Is it a college prep school? Do parents think their kids are unruly? That's why they send them there. or something else?
I mean, it's supposed to be a boarding school, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm thinking like a mix of both, you know?
I think it's like college prep school for like unruly smart kids.
Yeah, like unruly rich kids.
Yeah, we're like rich smart kids that
Right.
just suck.
Rich.
We just like
That's terrible.
You're just
suck.
But that was
Like, no,
15 years
this-
ago.
we're just like, yeah, this kid gets all A's, yeah, but like they
They're
like
awful.
reprogrammed my car and I didn't know my car had a computer in it.
Awesome. And the next question is, were there any scandals or strange events about the school?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What
Now we
are
need to think of
some?
what?
I can give you an example of a scandal that has happened at my old school, which
Oh.
was we used to have a chapel on campus so that we could evade taxes.
Ooh,
I
interesting.
have one.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a rumor that every cycle, so if it's like an 8-year school or whatever, that the new freshman for the headmaster's 50th birthday has been celebrated multiple times.
Oh, interesting.
So like when the class graduates
Yeah.
out, for the new class, they make it a big thing for the 50th birthday when they're like sophomores or whatever.
Oh, but it keeps happening.
Yeah.
Anyone that's held
Nice.
back here will know, but no
Yeah,
one believes them.
that's where we got it from. Someone's brother's cousin was like, no, we totally have done this before.
Yeah, the 5th year.
Weird.
Yeah. But it's 2000, so there's no like internet to look it up. We're just like, yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. That one's a good one.
Nice. I love
Headmaster Immortal.
that. Yeah.
It works so well.
Right?
Look at
Starting.
us.
This is how
I'm
it
actually.
starts.
This is kind of creepy. It's a little just. It's funny, but it's also like, ooh.
This is how it starts.
What is it known for now? Maybe this is something odd that you saw recently on the news that doesn't correlate with the invite that you received, or maybe it's something else.
I thought this place closed.
Oh, we all thought this place closed.
It was a huge thing on the news. They talked about it for like an hour. It was weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're like, super closed. It closed. Yes. And they stared right into the camera. It's closed.
It's closed.
Now, the final question is, why do you decide to go to this reunion? And we have to answer this individually.
Oh,
But
interesting. Okay.
first, let's go ahead and make our characters. So we could stay on the slide and we could just like use all the character sheet stuff that we have individually.
Okay.
And we can go around and answer some questions.
Cool.
So let's start with Kappa. Let's start with your character, Finn Radley, since yours is first in the line.
Sure.
So it looks like you were the class clown,
Yes, I was.
and you are also you were in the cooking club. So for the class clown question, actually, first off, let's go ahead and fill in our graduating year. So we graduated in 2000.
2000 turn of the century. Y2K had nothing on us.
And then the second question is, where did your parents live when you were attending Damos Academy?
I made myself the exchange student. I came from Vancouver, Canada.
Nice. And for your reputation under class clown, your first question is, which of the other alumni helped you earn that reputation and how?
Ooh, let's see. So I'm looking at the other folks. I want to say I'll say Jerry. Like Jerry's that was known as the emo, and so probably had some like anarchist ideals or something. I'm projecting here.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that.
Gave me a really fun idea, and I went along with it in the first year, and it just stuck.
Nice. And do you still have the same reputation as you did when you were a kid?
Oh heck no! Something traumatic happened and cleaned up right quick. I'm now very straight edge. Ooh, very serious. Not, I don't know.
And then the next question for you is under the cooking club. So which of the other alumni was in the same club as you and why?
I'm gonna say Dawn. Dawn was in the same cooking club as me, and it was mostly because, well, I'd say Dawn was in it first, and then I kind of like, this person interests me. I'm gonna tag along and just secretly, oh look, we're in the same club. Ooh. I don't know. Cooking's fun. This
Dawn
totally
also
doesn't have to be. This doesn't have anything to do with me wanting to be popular. No, nothing of the sort.
And do you have an interest in the club do you still have an interest in the club that you joined? Why or why not?
The popular kids thought it was going to be an easy A, so, or an easy, not easy A. What am I talking about? You know.
Well, it could be one of those like you're required to have an extracurricular.
Oh yeah, an easy
things.
extracurricular. Yeah. There you go.
Nice. Are you still interested in cooking?
I cook all the time.
Mm.
Oh yeah, salt, pepper, sugar.
Very good at cooking. And so you have the mediumship ability. This ability came to you at a time when you were scared at the school. How did you discover it?
Okay, so it came to me when I was scared at the school. I'd say I swear I thought my dorm was haunted. You know, some weird stuff was going on. So I just on a whim decided to engage in a seance, and that's how my powers unlocked.
Nice.
Yeah, someone was like, "You should do a seance." And I'm like, "Yeah, I should," and then I did. My life changed after that.
And we also have here that your fear is flooding.
Yes.
So that is your first fear.
That is my first fear.
As you go through this game, you may encounter more fears that you remember. And as you go through them, you'll be adding them to your character sheet.
Got it.
But for now, we are going to go to the next character, Georgia Ellis.
Georgia Ellis, that's mine. All right, so I have a reputation as an overachiever. Which of the other alumni helped me to earn that reputation? I mean, I pretty much did that to myself. But I think that probably at some point Finn was making a joke about how they had seen me and he had seen me in like every single activity at all school year long, and it kind of just stuck in everybody's mind once it was pointed out. So
Nice.
I'll put that in so I don't forget. Do I still have the same reputation as I did when I was a kid? Well, I used to. And then a couple years ago, I lost my job and my life has been in complete shambles ever since. And I've been trying to get my feet back underneath me, but it's not going so well. So not so much. I can't type. Okay, there we go. My after school club was the Model UN. Which other alumni was in the club with me? Dawn was in the club, but they never like really did anything. They would kind of breeze in on occasion. Like half
I like
the time,
that I'm in. No, I want to be in every club, and I'm always
half
just like
the time
in the
they
back,
didn't
like,
show up. And then,
done.
yeah.
You know.
And it would be like, are you going to participate? No.
Nah.
Which I always found very annoying. Like, why are you even here if you're not going to commit?
I got places to be.
Do I still have an interest in the club? I still think that was neat. And I'm still one of those people that gets very obnoxious on social media and does like really long, granular reply threads about policy and crap and annoys everyone. So
Nice.
yes. All right, and my supernatural ability is telepathy. So telepathy is the ability to hear other people's thoughts. And the kind of terrifying situation where that happened was it was at a time where I had just gotten in like a fight with my best friend at the school. We had just gotten in a verbal argument, and then I was really scared that she was not going to be my friend anymore. And as I was like freaking out and hyperventilating that, oh no, my best friend doesn't like me anymore, I realized that I could hear her thinking. I could hear her thoughts then. And it wasn't what I thought she was going to be thinking about me. It was instead, geez, I really wish she would just calm down so that we can like move on and make up from this. So that was kind of a relief, even though I was
Can you hear
terrified.
all of our thoughts?
No, not all the time. I have to like concentrate.
Oh
I'm
my
not-
god.
That would be rude. I'm not gonna try to listen to your thoughts. That would be rude. If you're thinking really loudly, like that's on you. Don't think so loud.
Think quiet. Jesus,
Stop thinking so loudly.
Why are you shouting?
I'm not trying to listen, but if you're shouting, then what am I supposed to do?
You hear Don all the fucking time.
If you listen to Finn's thoughts, it's just, what am I going to make for dinner?
That's fine.
Ooh, got some nuggets in the fridge.
Okay, I think
Nice.
that was every. Oh, and my fear is buried alive. That's the
Ooh.
one I have so far. I find that idea terrifying.
It's now on to Dawn.
Cool jerk.
Oh, that's very good.
So
What's up?
where'd your parents live while you were attending this?
Salem,
other Salem.
Massachusetts. Don, you would be like, where your parents live? Salem. Be like, go from here?
Salem classic.
No. Salem
No.
Prime.
Tell us more about what it's like being a cool jerk.
So like, how do I explain what a cool jerk is? A cool jerk is me trying to give a better word for mean girl.
Got it.
Nice.
So that is pretty much it. But I was like, I know mean girl has a lot of like connotations, and also that trope didn't exist in the cultural awareness at the time yet, because that movie is still a few years out when we were graduating.
Oh, really?
Mhm, yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, it was definitely a thing, but it wasn't called that.
Yeah, they use like even worse words, and like mean girl was like a step up, but it still
Mhm.
was like, who can really use that anyway? That's not what
Baggage.
this stream is for.
So, which of the other alumni helped you earn that reputation?
I'm gonna go with which of the other? Jerry.
That makes sense. I am emo.
And I don't think it was like helped in a positive sense. I think you probably started the idea of like, yeah, they're cool, but they're like also a jerk. You guys all get that, right?
Oh, like the movie.
Cool Jerk, the
Cool
movie.
jerks.
And then the other one, do I still have that same reputation now? Yep.
Did you roll a die to find
Uh-huh.
out?
I got dice. I'm gonna use them. I know I'll use them eventually.
Awesome. And which of the other alumni was in the same club with you, and why? You're like in all of the clubs.
Yeah, I think it's Jerry, because the newspaper club team, that was very real, was also a really great place to hang out, and no one really bugged you at it. I feel like it's an eclectic group. We do not talk. We do not like
Awesome. And do you still have an interest in the club that you joined? Why or why not?
No, because it wasn't real.
It was the place where you ate your burrito after school.
Yeah. I guess
How-
I'm still interested in like eating my burrito, but
Yeah.
I have
You
no
no
real
longer
interest.
need pretense for that.
I can just I'm gonna go eat a burrito because I'm an adult. No one can stop me.
Yeah, take that, society.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat a burrito. I wish I had time to eat a burrito. My supernatural ability is clear. So here's the funny thing. I 100% me Austin didn't read that my supernatural ability is clairvoyance. I just wrote down future vision. So like freaking to have a supernatural ability. So maybe I actually am psychic.
There we go.
Anyway, my supernatural ability is clairvoyance, apparently, which I wrote down supervision or future vision. Wow. Came to me when I was scared at the school. I think what it was is I was at newspaper club team really late one day, and I was walking back to my room, and I saw something like not like so alien. My brain was like, nope. And ever since that day, I wear glasses because my eyes are like they're swirling like masses of stars, and it just like shocks something into me where I am always prepared.
So when you put your glasses on, do you see like regular people do, and then when you take them off, you see like weird?
Yeah, it's like a Cyclops effect.
Okay. That's very
so now I
cool.
mostly use it to like skim the lottery. I'll just like look at like the lotto number thing and look far enough ahead until tomorrow, and I'm like, okay, just a few thousand this time. I don't need to win too big.
Awesome. And then what are your fears? What is your
Myself.
one fear? Nice.
I looked at myself in the mirror once in my future vision, and don't worry about it.
You saw the end.
It was time collapsed in on itself like a dying star, and won't do that again. So getting ready in the mornings, a hoot and holler, because even when my glasses are on, it still happens.
Oh.
It's like an existential crisis every day.
Yeah. Like, gotta get ready. Beans. Why did I buy this apartment that's new age full of mirrors?
Terrible planning.
Terrible planning.
All right, awesome. And finally, I am Jerry Lamb, and my reputation is I'm an emo kid, or I was an emo kid. My parents, I'm going to say that my parents also lived in Salem, and I'm going to say that Dawn, our parents were friends.
Okay. I see it.
Or our parents have like a rivalry.
I'm good with both. I thought you were gonna say we were actually siblings, and I just changed my last name to Razor, which is what I totally did. So,
I mean, that is a pretty cool name. But like the reason why they like put us in the same school was so that they could like one up each other and be like keeping up with the Joneses type of thing.
oh, absolutely.
Nice. Which of the other alumni helped you earn that reputation of being emo? I'm gonna say Georgia. You were like, hey, you introduced me to an emo band.
Which one?
From, I don't know, 2000 emo band. I'm looking this up
2000?
right now. Jimmy Eats, they're not emo. Dashboard Confessional, they're not emo either. Good Charlotte, what?
So emo wasn't really a thing yet in
No.
2000. This is all, that was all like the precursors.
Yeah, like all the grunge
Okay.
and
Yeah,
punk.
you were
It
like
was like the, yeah.
you were like
Yeah,
a
goth was still
progenitor.
it was still more goth than emo.
Okay,
Emo
so-
wasn't quite a thing yet, but
I'm gonna change my
in
thing
that
to
zone.
goth. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say I was a
There we
goth.
go.
And Georgia, you introduced me to Susie and the Banshees.
Perfect.
And I got a CD. You like gave me a CD and everything, and I was just like, "This is amazing." And then like the next day, I looked like Susie Sue with the hair and everything. Do you still have the same reputation as you did when you were a kid? I'm gonna say no. I'm no longer a goth. I now have an office job, working at, I don't want to say HR. What's like another?
For the man.
Yeah, I'm working for the man now.
Accounting.
I work in
Accounting.
accounting. I'm Jerry in accounting. Or yeah, that's what I do. And then my after school club was sculpting. Which of the other alumni was in the same club as you and why? Should I just put Dawn down?
Yes.
That would
I'm
track.
just gonna put Dawn down. So Dawn, you're literally in every single club.
I was just everywhere. You don't know why, but Don knows why.
Yeah, Dawn was just there.
Don knows too much.
And do you still have the interest in the club that you joined? I'm going to say, yeah, I'm still interested in sculpting. I enjoy it. I go to those sculpt and drink events. That's like a drink and draw.
Oh yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
It's a drink and sculpt.
It's like paint night, but sculpt night.
Yeah,
with,
like that.
with wine.
Yeah, exactly.
So wine's involved.
Yeah. And I have telekinesis, and this ability came to you at a time when you were scared at the school. So my fear is a person in a mask. So I'm gonna say that what happened was one night, I was going home, going back to the dorm, when I see a person in a strange mask, and I'm gonna say it's like, what's like a creepy mask? Like a mirror face mask. It's just like mirrors, like all mirrors. And I was running back to the dorm, and then I see this person in the mask, and I freak out, and I'm just like struggling with the door, trying to like keep it closed. And then suddenly, with my telekinesis, I like lock the door.
Nice.
Yeah, scary
Dramatic.
mask guy
Yeah.
door. All right, cool. So now that we have all of our characters, should we go around again and just give like a quick summary of who we are?
Yes.
Cool. Kappa, let's start with you.
Okay, hello, Finn Radley. Pronounce he him. I was a class clown. I was in cooking club, and my supernatural ability came through when a joke seance turned out to be real.
Right, my
Oh,
character.
and I'm sorry,
oh.
and my fear is flooding. I don't know if that's relevant.
It probably will be before long. All right, so my character is Georgia Ellis, she, her. She had the reputation for being the overachiever and was in the Model UN after school club. Her supernatural ability is telepathy, which she discovered after a fight with her best friend where she could hear her friend's thoughts, and her fear is being buried alive.
Oh, excuse me, was yawning, but my character's name is Don Razor. Pronouns he, they. Reputation was cool jerk. After school club, newspaper club team. Supernatural ability, clairvoyance. Future vision. Which was discovered when I saw something too alien, not of this world, that my mind could not comprehend. And it invoked in me this ability I had latently, apparently. And my fear is myself.
And Jerry Lamb, she, her. I was a goth, but now I am no longer a goth. I am Jerry from accounting. My after school club was sculpting, and I still sculpt. I am a fan of sculpting, and I discovered my supernatural ability, telekinesis, one night when there was a scary guy in a mask chasing me, and I locked the door behind me.
With your
Yay.
mind.
With my mind.
There you go.
Yes. Awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and go over to slide 11, so we can definitely show that. Slide 11 is where we're going to build some more relationships with one another before we start the actual game. So we'll start again with, let's start with Finn Radley. So Finn, let's go ahead and you can choose one of these questions on the left.
On the left. Okay.
Yes.
Who do you still keep in contact with and why? I guess I still keep in contact with Georgia after I decided to be a little bit more serious and stop being the class clown very late into my high school career. I reached out and sought help from Georgia because Georgia's the overachiever. And I thought that would be a good template to work off of. And that just kind of continued beyond graduation.
Nice. And then Georgia, which question would you like to choose?
Who do I resent the most? I'm going to say that Georgia resents Dawn the most. Precisely because of the super laid back attitude and the fact that Dawn always seems to be like very chill and just going with the flow, and Georgia is not capable of that. She's way too high strung for that and always feels like she's grabbing onto everything with her fingernails and just can't stand how he can always be so relaxed and chill and everything seems to work out.
And then finally, Dawn.
Who do you try not to speak with and why? I'm gonna say Jerry. Primarily because I think there's one time I was like asleep on like the quad or something, and like I had my glasses off and I woke up and forgot to put them on and looked at you and just looked far too far, and I'm worried about fucking up your life by telling you too much.
Oh, I think Jerry does not Jerry takes it personally for sure.
Definitely doesn't understand.
Yeah, I definitely haven't told you that happened. I know we all know of each other's abilities, but I definitely didn't tell you that instance occurred.
Nice. And then Jerry envies Finn, because Finn seems like it's just so laid back and so chill, and I have no chill.
None.
Exactly zero. Cool. And now we're going to answer the questions on the right as a group. So the first question is, how did you learn about one another's powers?
Okay, here's my pitch.
Okay.
So I'm in every club, apparently.
Yep.
I think there's one day, like 1 week, as each club happens, that I convince all of you to come to the newspaper club team. And I mean, Jerry will always be there, but I'm like, you gotta come to the newspaper club team. I'll tell you when you get there.
Okay.
And I think when you're there, I'm just like, so, and I take my glasses off. We all have supernatural powers, and this was taking just far too long to get to. I've been checking the future, and like most of the ways this happens is someone gets really hurt or dies, and this seems like a much better way.
All right.
Nice. Yeah.
That's
like
convincing.
That. Yeah.
Cool.
And then we all share each other's powers.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think that makes sense.
future vision, duh. And put my glasses back on.
Can't you tell from the swirls?
So the next question is, why was it hard for Why was it hard to sleep at night for some of you?
I think we all our dorms were in like the same like area, you know, like the same wing or same building or whatever. And there was definitely some supernatural shenanigans going on there that kind of kept us up at night. Like some maybe some nightmare stuff or like, you know, hallucination stuff, but was definitely real.
I mean, I think once you told us that like all the ghosts were real, that was pretty like,
oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Ghosts are
Sleeping
real.
isn't happening anymore.
You know, because it's
Good
I'm
to
like,
know.
you know, I can see the future, you know, like telepathy, you know, like pretty like X-Men shit, you know, you're like, oh cool. And you're like, oh yeah, this place is like full of ghosts.
Absolutely.
And what mysterious event happened the year you graduated that still makes you wonder if it was real or not?
So I feel like what happened was that there was a time where we were all kind of hanging out together, and we saw the headmaster Ortle go into the headmaster's house, like saw him go in, and we're just like, oh yeah, hey, he just went into his house, and then turned around and he was standing right behind us.
Oh, ooh.
And we definitely, like, he was a pretty distinctive guy, like really tall, had kind of like a broad build, very, very bald, like
Super bald.
yeah, and like, yeah, shiny and bald. Like you couldn't miss this guy. Could not miss this guy.
Gotcha.
But that definitely saw him walk into the headmaster's house a good 100 yards away and then turned around and he was right behind us. And of course we were just like, and no, he was just like, no, I just walked up behind you. What are you talking about? But we definitely
Why are you staring at my house?
Yeah, why are you staring? It's in the middle of campus. It's here. Right? We're not trying to stare at it. It's just
interesting. Here. Interesting. I like this. That's creepy.
And when was the last time all of you saw one another as a group?
What do you think, Jerry?
I want to say graduation.
Okay.
I think maybe we still message one another back and forth a little bit, but we say that we make plans, you know, we'll eventually catch up for lunch, brunch, coffee, whatever, but it never happens.
I think we've every social media jump that's happened through the time, we like still add each other back, you know, we're like,
yeah,
oh, are you on Facebook yet? Yeah, you know, I'm on Facebook. Hey, have you tried out that like weird Google thing? What was
Google Plus?
Google Plus. Like, oh yeah, I'm like on it, but I don't really get it. But yeah, I'll add you. I don't really get it. Like we do all of that.
Yeah. Oh, I'll totally make it down. Let me just update my passport. Yeah. I never do it.
Awesome. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to copy our characters, and we're going to go over to slide 12. We're going to paste our characters at slide 12.
Got it.
No, I need.
And
Sorry,
we can
I'm
definitely show
technology
slide
challenged. I'm getting there.
Believe in
Take
you.
your time.
There we go.
All right.
Oh dang! One of my shoes is not brown. Oh dang it!
You're missing a shoe.
I
Let's
didn't
show.
bother coloring
I
in
ain't got
like
shoes.
my arms or my shoes. It's okay.
Okay,
I
cool.
didn't bother either.
It's fine.
All right, cool. So this, we are at the gates of the school. Before you enter, you recall something strange about the school, something that scared you as a child. Beyond the gates, a manifestation of your fears is slowly forming, ready for your arrival. So after this, we are going to go straight into the game. But before we do, shall we take a quick break? Awesome.
And we're back. Welcome to Damos Academy. We just finished character creation, and we are here about to get into the game. Banana, would you like to take it away?
Absolutely, thank you. So we are at the gates of the school. I'm going to quickly read the prompt again before we jump into the game. So before you enter, you recall something strange about the school, something that scared you as a child. Beyond the gates, a manifestation of your fears is slowly forming, ready for your arrival. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy our characters from the gates, and we are going to go onto slide 13. And we're going to just copy and paste them there. Just have them hang out on the side. And from here on slide 13, we are going to answer some questions, and then we're going to pick a room to go to. So the first prompt is who arrives first? Who do y'all think arrives first?
Definitely Georgia.
Nice. Take it away.
So Georgia arrives first. When I get there, I feel a chill in the air. The school looks empty and I don't see anyone around. Maybe folks are just busy setting up for the reunion. And describe how I arrive is that I've parked my car and I get out. I try to park far away from the entrance because I'm kind of driving an older used car at this point, and I'm a little bit embarrassed. So I'm hoping that nobody notices that's my ride. And then I just walk right up to the front gates and look around and go, I guess I better find out where this is. See if they need help setting anything up, and stride right in.
And who arrives next?
I think Finn would arrive next. So Finn arrives next. The trees around you are dead, and you hear birds escaping from the area. What was the last text message you sent out before your phone lost signal? I'd say the text message that I sent out was maybe to my current partner back home in Vancouver, saying like, "Hey, landed safely. It's been about 2 hours since the car ride. I'll let you know how things go later tonight. Miss you. ...
So ominous, the ...
I don't know. It's a horror movie, right?
Dawn, do you want to arrive last or do you want to arrive next? Okay. All right. So I'm going to say that Jerry is next to arrive. The exterior of the school looks as grim as the day you left it. Moss crawls up the side of the stone walls. The brass sign looms over you. What makes you nervous about returning? Honestly, I'm kind of nervous to see everyone. I mean, we've been texting and messaging each other this whole time, but like we haven't actually met up. So I think I'm nervous that everyone's still going to think I'm a goth, but I'm not. That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Dawn arrives last, as always. The shrubbery is perfectly square, trimmed to perfection, but you notice the branches are dried and dead. What keeps you out about the school? As Dawn walks up, you seemingly from nowhere. You didn't get out of a car, didn't park a car. Walks up, takes a look at the school. Yeah, that's not right. As I look with my clairvoyance, the school is a void to me, and I just walk in through the gates. I walk in, look at my watch, look at the three of you, and time 15 minutes on the dot. 15 out years. Whoa.
50.
Hey.
What 15? What do you mean 15 years?
It's been 15 years and 15 seconds now since we were all last together, like I said.
It's a 15-year reunion. Yeah, we haven't seen each other since graduation.
That's right. You did mention that we wouldn't see each other for 15 years.
Yeah.
I just realized it's October 31st.
Yep.
We graduated October 31st.
Fine, don't worry about it. It's an unconventional academic calendar.
Yeah.
Very strange.
They had to shut down the school for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know what's gonna happen here, but and I take off my glasses again. I don't see anything in there. So
But okay.
nothing good.
But
Well, I
it's
don't
there.
see anyone out here. Where's this reunion supposed to be?
Yeah, let's go find the reunion. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, sure.
I would think it would be out here on the lawn, but
Don
I
just
guess
starts
not.
walking.
Okay.
So as you look around, you realize that the gates to the school have closed behind you. All your phones have lost signal. You are locked in. It's now 11:30 a.m. Choose a room to go to. So should we go to the English classroom, the science lab, or the art studio?
Well, Don's the one that just walked off. So where are you going?
I think Don's wandering to the art studio.
All right.
Nice. So let's go ahead and copy and paste our characters, and we are going to slide 17. So I'm going to copy and paste mine over at the entrance. I'm right over. I'm like also squishing my character down, so it's.
I was like, you're
She's
shrinking.
like small enough.
What's
Oh,
happening?
yeah,
I'm trying
that's
to
right,
make
we
her
should-
small enough so she can like fit onto the thing.
Yeah, these are not scaled currently particularly well. That's
Oh, how did you scale your anyway?
Oh, so
I'm
you
there.
Hold shift.
select this. Yeah,
It's too
hold
late.
shift and-
I'll get it. I'll get it
Oh,
next time.
you made yourself quite squat. Oh no.
Oh, and I lost my other shoe. We're good.
There we go.
That's okay though.
Somewhere along the way,
Oops.
Don's just running around barefoot.
All right. So the
Or
first
Finn, rather.
question that we're going to answer about this art studio is, what was the name of our art teacher?
Okay, I swear this is my actual art school art teacher, Crookshank.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that
It's not
correct?
how that's spelled, but that works. Yeah, that'll work. I don't want to dox my teacher.
Wow.
Mr.?
Sure.
Okay. Wow. That's a name. That really sucks. Sorry.
It's just the name.
I'm sorry. What is a shared memory that you have here?
Shared memory.
Is this where is the art studio where newspaper club team happened?
Yes, absolutely.
So this is where newspaper club team happened.
Oh, I just saw the S.
Did a deep
I
memory
just-
just unlock for you?
Yeah.
So go ahead and go ahead and choose an item and stand next to it.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like the S is calling Kappa.
Yeah, it
Very-
definitely is. Very, very class clown.
I'm going to go to the broken canvas. Oh, we should also note that there is drug use or substance talk in this game as well. So that should also be a content warning. Apologies, I should have mentioned that earlier as well. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and roll some dice. So
Yeah.
who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I got
All right,
dice.
cool.
Do it.
Awesome. So Finn, go ahead and roll 1d6.
1d6, 2.
What'd you get? You got 2. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So
does that
on your
mean?
character
Off
Okay.
sheet,
to a great start.
Oh no!
off
What does that
to a
mean?
Great start. So there are a few things you can do. So your character sheet actually has a few things on it that will let you add +1 or -1 to your die rolls. But once you've checked it off, then it's been used and you can't use it again for the
Got it.
rest of the game. Or you can keep your roll, and basically what happens now is on a 1 or 2, you rip up the top card of the memory deck without looking at it. So we
Ooh.
have a whole bunch of memories, and you're trying to remember things, but in this case, because you rolled a 1 or a 2, you just don't remember the thing. So I'm giving you the option of doing either one of these things.
Okay.
Also, if you rolled a 2, you also get a cool piece of uniform that you could put on your character. So
Okay. Well, I'm all about accessorizing, so I'll keep the score.
nice. And
So
just for Kappa, if you go on to slide 10, you can remove one of those memories. Just like randomly choose it and delete it.
okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna roll. Okay, that's it. And one of mine, or these are all shuffled,
Any of
right?
them,
Yeah, they're all shuffled. You could just remove any one of those memories.
Okay, this one I'm going to. Do I just hit delete and just get rid of it?
Yeah, go ahead and hit delete.
Delete.
Oh, you could delete the whole card.
I tried.
Oh, really?
Delete. There you go.
Ah, there we go. Okay,
now
cool.
it's gone. Okay.
All right, so
gone now.
you now take a piece of a uniform that corresponds to the alum from earlier. So in your earlier slide, there were like all these alumni uniforms. Go ahead and choose either the top or the bottom and place it on your alumni, and then click group so that those things are grouped together.
Okay. Cool. And grouping all of these. All right, group.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead and do that on the art studio.
And then I will go and put it in the art. Yeah, it's easy to do. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, that's still stylish. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you're totally stylish. That looks good, actually.
Why are you wearing your old blazer now, though? That's creepy.
Yeah. It's like we're in a horror game.
Next up, talk about a time when you did something that helped the school, but you didn't help the other alumni.
Ooh, okay. Okay. The other alumni meeting, us four.
Yes.
Okay. I think I got newspaper club team relocated to a smaller room.
That was you?
Yeah. So I mean, all the room is great in the art studio, but as you can see, there's no like writing equipment or anything to do newspaper stuff. And I casually mentioned it to Crookshank, and Crookshank was like, "You know what? You're right." And so the art studio is now used for art club, and we got put into a smaller room with only 3 computers.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Not chill.
No.
And I just
Yeah.
sit down. Not chill at all.
I see. That's the thing. I didn't know Crookshank was going to do that. I thought Crookshank was cool. Crookshank is super cool, by the way, in real life. But
I need to be very clear that my teacher is not a weird, creepy art teacher.
Oh, your poor art teacher.
Radical.
All right. So you do not get to color in the item that's in that room, but you do you do have your piece of uniform.
got it.
So who wants to go next?
I'll go ahead and go next. All right, and I rolled a 1.
Oh, do you want to use the character abilities?
Off to a great start. Yes, I will use my character ability. I will use my supernatural ability because the other ones just give me a plus or minus 1, which is not sufficient to pull me out of this tier. So I will use my supernatural ability to re-roll.
That sounds good. So you have 2 options. So what past event that helped you gain this trait parallels with what's happening now? So you would have a flashback, basically.
Okay.
Or how can this trait help you in the situation now?
So I'm trying to remember things that happened in this space, but I'm coming up blank. So I'm going to kind of surreptitiously tap into some of my fellow alumni's thoughts and see what they might be remembering and if it might jog anything loose in my own mind. Okay, that time I got a 4, so that was much better. So I need to check off that I did this, that I used this. I'm gonna just mark it with a circle because
oh, I made little squares too if you want to move those over.
You made, oh, that's what those are. Okay. You were so prepared.
I
That's great.
try.
That's great. I'm gonna delete my goofy little circle and use your lovely square. All right. So then I get to select a memory to remember.
Oh, sorry. So you rolled a 4, right?
Right.
So you get to color in the item in the room.
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm doing stuff all out of order.
You do not take a memory card.
I don't. That's right. Okay.
But you do describe what you see as your child self, integrating one of your fears.
Oh my. So, right. I don't get a memory. I do get to. What do I see as myself way back when I was in school, integrating my fear? So, someone in art class at one point had actually done this painting where they said that it was like supposed to be from the perspective. They had this very like cutesy, like fun. Oh, you're the perspective of a seed, and you're about to burst out and grow, because it's all just like dirt texture and darkness with like one little shaft of light. But all I could think about is that you're not a seed, you've been buried alive, and that's terrifying. Like, so literally just started having a panic attack in the middle of art class, and everyone is like, what is your problem? I'm like, this is no. And so I'm remembering that really fun, awkward instance of freaking out in the middle of art class while someone was talking about how magical it is to be a seed.
Nice. And before ending your turn, act out a scene in the present day in the room that you're in, building either a positive or negative relationship with the others.
So, I mean, yeah, it sucked when newspaper club team got moved to the other room, but I mean, we still had fun. It's not like we actually were doing anything anyway. So we could just as easily hang out in the room with the 3 computers as we could here. Wasn't quite as fun, but we were still hanging out, right? And right, Dawn? That was still fun.
I mean, I guess, but like
Finn wasn't trying to ruin the vibe. It just kind of happened.
Well, no, it just happens, and I understand that the vibe can be destroyed easily, and that's why we have to be careful with it. But like, I don't know. I worked real hard to get this room and get us all together.
You got us all together, and that was great. And we all had a really great time there. That your efforts there getting us together were still good, still valid.
And that was the year we discovered pinball.
Yeah,
on the computers. Yeah.
Pinball, yeah.
What?
I don't think anyone uses that anymore, but yeah.
I think Austin's mic got turned off, or they're too far away. Were you saying something?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I saw your mouth moving.
I was me. Austin was talking to myself that I want to play pinball again.
Okay. I just saw mouth movements and I was like, are they trying to say something? What?
Yes,
okay.
But nothing relevant.
Okay.
I really enjoyed pinball, and I want to put. I don't know if it's still. This is not relevant. We'll get to that later.
We'll get back to that later. Okay.
Awesome. So, Dawn, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
I can go.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's a 6.
What? Okay, cool.
Nice.
So you are coloring in the item in the room.
Yes. Oh, first I turn the right tool on, which is not the magnifier.
Oops.
What is? Oh yeah, there we go. Can I select it?
Should be able to select.
Oh, you can select the
word,
the circle thingy.
I was like, I cannot select that. What are you talking about? Let me color this in. Oh, that's terrible. You can't read that anymore. There you go. Sorry.
I love these red bubbles that you keep making. Add a new fear to your character sheet.
Will do.
You can share that with us, or you don't have to. Doesn't matter. Either way.
What's one I'm afraid of? I remember that I'm afraid of. Oh, what's really good? The smell of burnt rubber.
Oh.
Nice. And then the last thing you're going to do, or actually the second to last thing you're going to do, is you're going to go to slide 10 and you're going to take one of these memories at random, and you get to decide whether or not you want to keep it. So if you want to keep it, you can go ahead and share it with the group, role play it out as a flashback with the other alumni. But if you want to forget it, you can delete it.
Okay. I mean,
And you can change the text to something more eligible by changing the text color.
no, I'll struggle one
You're
second.
gonna struggle.
Hey, you're gonna struggle.
gonna
I
struggle.
choose not to. Shit.
Okay, I will keep it.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and share it with the group and role play it out as a flashback.
It is the time I totally froze for a presentation in front of the class. I believe it was in this very class. They had a the art teacher was out, so they had a sub come in, and the sub was an art history teacher. They did not read the full sub like letter or whatever. So they showed up, and I had to give a presentation like art history, and not thinking, like took my glasses off and thought like maybe I can see history, realize that's not how that works. I could, but like, and just kind of like ended up just standing there and kind of like staring glasses half down at everybody.
Nice.
And then before ending my turn, after I've seen the prison in the room that you are in, building a positive relationship with the others. So yeah, I think I would just kind of like fiddle with the pill bottle. And the reason it brought this memory up is because it reminded me of the like PRN anti-anxiety pills that Jerry gave me after the panic attack in front of the whole classroom. I just kind of look around and I'm like, yeah, I mean, we took care of each other. As that time I almost like super whiffed it in front of the whole class, and Jerry just kind of dragged me out into the hallway, and you were like, one, no one knows we have superpowers. Two, pop some Valium, you'll be fine. Where did you get those? You just have those?
I know a guy.
Okay. I mean, that tracks. I also I forgot your whole vibe would be different when we got here. I forgot about that key aspects.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I'm still kind of the same person. I'm still like sad and stuff, but
Hearing you say it dressed like that is somehow even sadder.
A little bit, yeah.
thanks, I guess.
I don't. You're not welcome. That wasn't okay. Swag.
I remember that day. I remember having to distract the substitute so that you can actually make it outside.
Yeah, no, it was,
Some paint on my pants that day.
That's right. I put that there. What you got, Jerry?
All right, I'm gonna roll, and I got a 6.
Hey,
Nice. Hey,
bringing it up
all
in
right.
the air.
So I'm gonna color this item in. I'm gonna color you. Oh, I do like that light purple. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna add a new fear to my character sheet. What's a good new fear? Let's say I'm looking at our fears table and I'm just like, I don't know. These are all very good, but I'm gonna say puppets.
Ooh.
It's a pretty good one. Puppets are terrifying.
Because we are in the art studio, you know those like puppets that you like.
Oh,
like
yeah.
puppets that are like those things that you like can move around.
Every
Oh,
art
yeah.
teacher had a puppet unit where you learned
Yeah.
about puppets for a month.
Yeah. And I'm also going to take a memory from the deck randomly. Here we go. getting first in the school marathon. All right. Well, so this is unexpected because this is me remembering something that wasn't like a big deal at the time. It wasn't a big deal for me at the time. If anything, it dampens my reputation at school, because I was like, oh yeah, I want to be like goth and cool and everything. And then getting first in the marathon was not something that was goth
Unexpected.
or cool or anything like that. So I think like I walk up to all of you and I'm just like, hey, I think I just got first in the marathon.
How?
What?
I ran it.
Wait.
You were in it?
The cross country team is very, very upset right now.
Yeah.
I'm upset too.
No, like I didn't see that. Like I didn't see that coming. Did you do that on purpose?
Like, yeah, why'd you try? That's not like in your MO. Like, you know.
Did you understand?
I mean, Mr. Crookshank was like, why don't you do something that's out of your comfort zone? So I was like, I'm going to pick up running. And yeah, it's a mistake. It was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it.
But you won. Okay, sure.
Now everyone's going to think I'm like a runner and I don't want to look like a runner,
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Then you don't have to do it anymore. That's okay.
Yeah, go out like a champ. On top.
Yeah.
That's what Don does.
Yeah. I like give the trophy over to Dawn and be like, here, you just.
Hell yeah. I won the marathon, everybody.
All right. And before ending your turn, act out a scene in the present day in the room that you're in, building a positive relationship with the others. I'm just going to ask you, like, do you still have that trophy?
Oh, yeah. It works really great when I bring dates over.
Oh.
I have a great story about how I won. My art teacher wanted me to really break out of my mold, try something not my MO. So I started running, won the marathon on my first go. It's very inspiring.
It's a really, really heartwarming story for a high school trophy.
Yeah, no, it really works.
Tell all of your dates this?
Most, if they come over.
I guess. I'm just a little surprised that the dates are even happening.
Oh.
Whoa.
Harsh.
Yeah.
No, okay. I don't mean it.
No. Let's keep trying to figure out what's going on in our haunted school.
All right, awesome. So now we're all going to roll 1d6 simultaneously. And you're going to tell me what number you got. So I got a 5. 6, 3, and what'd you get, Austin?
1 is the loneliest number that you've ever seen.
All right, so your fear shows up. Go ahead and write that in the box in the middle. Either one of them. Mm-hmm. And you are going to describe what it looks like when we are leaving the classroom.
I think we are all leaving, and Don's like takes his glasses off, so rub the sweat off his brown stuff. And he's usually pretty good about keeping his eyes closed because you never know what reflective surface to see. But on the way out, he feels like some sun hit through the window, and he kind of opens an eye, which is a weird reflex, but just like body of reflex of like, and sees the glasses like perfectly shine and sees himself in the reflection. And that collapsing starts. And as he like runs out of and puts his glasses on, out of the glass comes like this odd, shadowy, wispy, like eldritch hand like claws out, like one hand. As whatever that thing was starts to come out of whatever imprisonment Don put it in that he didn't realize he did.
Wait, do we see that? Or is it just something that you see?
I think you see Don like running out of the room, like putting his glasses on, like, oh, woo.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm
You
sure
alright?
what's up.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just you're always so calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, I am. I'm chill.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Mm.
So
Let's go.
where to next? We have the chapel, the music room, or the teacher's apartment.
I mean, the chapel seems like a good gathering place. Maybe there are people there.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe there are people at the creepy chapel.
Yeah, there's
Well, I
always a
mean,
bunch of people in the
but
chapel.
it's a large area. I mean, that's
true.
a lot of people there. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else here yet. So maybe that's where they're gathering. The invitation didn't really say where on campus to meet. So
That's where we had like
Right.
our assemblies too, right? So I mean,
sometimes, yeah.
That
Makes
makes
sense.
sense. All right. Yeah, let's go to chapel. All right. Go ahead and copy and paste your characters.
So
and we are now at slide 19.
I shift move.
hold shift and then
Hold
grab a
sh-
corner and
Oh
drag
my
it.
God.
How big
Yeah.
your character is in comparison to everyone else's.
I don't know why mine is so big.
It's great.
Anyway, Don just has a big personality.
All
True.
right, cool. So what was the name of the priest?
What's a very unassuming name? Like Reverend Shirley Temple.
Reverend Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Reverend Temple.
Yeah, that
Reverend
just seems kind of an ironic
Oh.
name in its own right, but okay.
Yeah, that is really ironic, actually. What is a shared memory that you have here?
Okay, hear me out. Fen, the chapel's haunted, right?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
I feel like I saw us in like one of the assemblies in this weird chapel that this non-religious school has for tax exemption reasons. And it's just Fenton's like, oh yeah, there's like 6 ghosts over there. Like, I feel like it's something like that.
Yeah.
Extra super duper haunted.
Yeah.
Like most
The
of them are chill, but
yeah. The piano's haunted.
Oh. Nice.
Still is.
Still is. All right.
They mellowed out.
in their old age.
It's only been 15 years. That's like a year in ghost years.
Right.
Oh, I didn't realize you can ghost years. I'll have to keep that in mind going forward.
All right, go ahead and choose an item in the room. Again, content warning, we do have drug use in this room.
I've always wondered what this was called.
What is that?
It's like the weird metal ball that they swing around that isn't a mace.
Oh.
It's full of incense. And it's
Full of
called
incense.
the
I called it a
Tincture
mace
of
one time and I got in trouble.
I guess I am now the school dealer.
Apparently.
You said you knew a guy. You started this.
This is true.
She didn't tell you that she is the guy.
All right, who wants to start?
I go first this time.
Go for it.
That's another 6. This is how this game always goes for me.
All right, so you color in the item in the room.
I do follow this, and then I'll. Okay. Then
You
I get a
add-
fear.
Yeah, add a fear. And then go back to that memories deck and choose one.
Fear.
Oh, it's called a sensor?
That's
Yeah.
another word for it, yeah.
Oh, wait, I think we've had this discussion before where I'm just like, is it called a sensor or is it called a thurible?
It's called a thurible in very specific contexts. But in general, the object is a sensor. So like some sensors are thuribles, but
not all thuribles are
But I know
sensors.
all thuribles are sensors, but not all sensors are
There you go.
thuribles. Right.
Got it.
My new fear is my own shadow.
Oh, jeez. You apparently just need to hide in the darkness, away from reflective surfaces forever.
To be cursed. Now I get a memory. Let's go that one. 2. Turn this text color. Okay. Late to the first class and walking into the wrong class and then figuring out 20 minutes later. All right. I will keep that. So I was late to the first class and I walked into the wrong class, only figured out 20 minutes later I was late to the... You heard what I just said. You figure it out yourself. So I think what it is like, again, I'm wearing sunglasses during inside. Like this school is very poorly lit. And I just like wander around class and I sit down and I like the bell's going off and I run in and I just like sit down in the class and they start talking and they're talking like literally in Latin, speaking backwards. And all of the other students are like talking with them. No one says anything to me and I'm just like, hey bro, I've never seen you on the school before. What class is this? And they don't react, they don't respond, they don't do anything. They just like keep this like what I'm thinking like reciting after the teacher, but it's clearly chanting. And they just like keep doing that. And I like pop my glasses down. And even though it's on a reflective surface, it feels like that weird like time collapsing in on itself like a dying star feeling. And I like run out of the room in a stupor and a panic. And I never have talked about it. And I think the reason why it comes up with this carved writing is because it doesn't, it looks like some of the writing that was on the chalkboard that day in that class.
Weird.
Ooh.
Swearing act of the term, blah, 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 blah. Present day in the room you're in, positive relationship. Like I said, blah, blah, blah. Like it didn't matter. This is my game. Blah, blah, blah.
That's stuff I wrote.
Yeah. Like I kind of looked at this. I look at this writing and I seem a little less chill again for a second. So like, I am curious, like I knew we'd all end up here. But like, why did you, like, I showed up because, well, I was supposed to show up and I don't know what'll happen if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, But like, why did you all show up? I didn't tell you exactly when we'd see each other again.
Well, I just thought it would be nice to see everybody again. I mean, yeah, high school kind of sucked a lot, but we had a really nice friendship. So I wanted to see everyone again. I was hoping everyone would come.
Yeah. And I've been putting off this meeting up with everyone for so long. I thought,
I mean, I'm super shocked about you. Like, the school is actively haunted.
Yeah. I just think it's easier to face down, with friends when you're older.
Actually, you know what, bro?
Just put it down to rest,
So I've been looking at some apartments. Could you like come while you're in town, like make sure they're not like
haunted? Clear it. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Are
that
you
would
like
be
hiring Finn for ghost consulting?
That's actually my day job.
What? You're an exorcist?
Yeah, kind of. You don't actually see very many haunted places, but just
Do I have
every
to,
once
like,
in a while, you
could
do
I get like the buddy discount?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
quite the hustle.
Rad.
What can I say? Was told to apply myself, so I did.
I'm impressed.
Sick. I'm good.
Who's next?
Who's next?
I guess I can go next. And I got a 6. Yay!
Hey!
Go ahead and color in that flask.
I'm gonna color in the flask.
Adding a new fear to your character sheet.
Oh boy.
You can share it if you like. You don't
New
have
fear.
to.
I'm gonna just roll on this handy table that we have because I can't think of anything quickly enough
It's
right
the
now.
table.
Dolls! Oh boy, we got
Oh, we got dolls and we got puppets.
No.
one of Amanda's actual things that she doesn't like.
Oh.
Thanks, game.
Ooh.
All right. Yay, dolls. Oh boy.
And then you can take one of the memories from the memory deck. And I get the feeling we're going to get some scary memories popping up soon.
I think so too.
I'm gonna change that so I can wait. I didn't get all of it. Let me try that again. Okay. I missed some letters. It didn't make any sense yet. All right. Last day of second year, having a small bonfire with friends. Aw, this is a nice memory. Yeah. So we were able to actually get away for a little bit and head out to the beach. The 4 of us, we had our little it was like a beach on like a lake. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the area. So, like state park, beach on a lake somewhere. And had our little bonfire and cookout with our like hot dogs and s'mores and everything. And it was just really nice. It was nice to get away from the really creepy school where awful stuff was happening all the time. And we ended up actually spending the whole night out there and sleeping under the stars. And just, it's a really awesome memory. We had to go back and pack up our rooms to go home for the summer afterwards, which was not fun since we were all like kind of not very well rested and sandy, but it was a really great night.
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring up to everyone here, just remind them of that time. Whose idea was it to go out to the beach? Do you guys remember that? That was the most fun. I think that's probably my favorite memory of the whole time here. Out of all the awful stuff that happened,
Yeah.
that was such a sweet time. Like, probably because it was not here is probably why it was so great.
It was that was Jerry. Jerry told me to say it was my idea at the time, but
Jerry, you came up with that? That was such a great idea.
I mean, I just saw the movie The Craft and they did a bonfire and I wanted to do a bonfire and there's 4 of us. Wait, when did The Craft come out?
Okay, so you're good. That was in the 90s. You're good.
The Craft
yeah.
was out.
There you go.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
actively out.
Yeah, I feel like that was like before that we knew each other but didn't like really know each other, you know?
Yeah, that was a really great bonding time.
I was hoping we could do a cool spell, but we didn't.
You like literally didn't bring anything up, bro. What are you? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
you should have said something. We could have tried to do a spell. We probably would have failed, but we could have tried.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I mean, it
okay.
probably would have worked. We would have summoned some kind of horrible demon. Do you see the school we go to?
Okay, yeah, there's
Yeah.
that. But
Last time
do you
I-
think there's demons in the state park? Maybe we would have been fine.
We were okay. There was nothing. I checked.
All right, I'm good.
Go next.
I'll go next. 5.
Hey,
Yay!
bring
A
it
Hey.
up.
5. Heck yeah. Okay, so this means a few things, right?
Yeah, so go ahead and color in the item in the room.
Okay.
The
Co- Yep.
Oh, just click on the little bubble.
Oh,
and then
I hit. There we go. I went to the art room. My bad. There you
all
go.
Good. Awesome. And then you're going to go to your character sheet and you're going to add a new fear.
Okay, looking at the sheet. Blood. Great.
Excellent.
Ooh. It's a Okay.
And then you're going to go to the memory deck. So that's on slide 10.
Got
and you're
it.
going
Got it.
to
Choose.
choose a random memory. And if you want to keep it, share it with the group. But if you don't want to keep it, you can just delete it.
Okay. I will choose this one. Highlight. Oh no! Don't drag. Highlight. Failing organic chemistry 315. It's very specific.
Awful.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep that one. Yeah, that's fine. I guess this will be that'll be like the thing that I was like, oh man, I failed it. Oh shit, I can't fail another one. They're gonna kick me out. Georgia, how do I put my life back together?
Did you study like at all?
No, it's hard.
Well, okay. Well, we can be study buddies. I can help you, but you have to actually like come and do it.
Okay. It's just
Okay.
yeah. I just don't get it. I don't
That's okay.
like I don't know what I don't know, and that's the most frustrating part. And I'm being
Yeah.
really honest for a 15-year-old. But yeah.
Yeah. No, we can start really basic and we'll go over it. I'll help you.
Okay. Okay.
And then before ending your turn, act out a scene in the present day in the room you're in, building a positive relationship with the others.
Okay. I look at the thurible and I go, you know, this thing could also be called a sensor.
I
Isn't that what it's called?
thought it's a mace.
A mace?
Yeah.
What? I mean,
No,
I guess
no,
you
no, no.
could hit someone with it.
Don't bring that up with any of the. If you had brought that up with Reverend Temple, you would have gotten a lot of trouble for calling it a weapon.
Did that happen to you?
Not me. It was some kid I heard. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I was thinking like the different chemical components of incense that go inside of this thing.
Oh yeah, you were in Organo Kin 315.
Yeah. And,
that class was hard.
It was very hard. Yeah, and I failed it like absolutely, but it was kind of like what I needed to turn everything around. I don't know. But yeah.
I feel like you just like signed up for classes that we signed up for.
Yeah.
You know I'm like not smart, right? Like I super cheated on every test.
Okay. Well, I wish you couldn't taught me how to do that.
I mean, and I like point to my glasses.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
You like talk to some ghosts to tell you answers and stuff?
Yeah, you could have done that. You didn't use your powers to cheat on the tests?
You don't think I tried?
Didn't want to help you? Rude.
Absolutely not. They're like, oh, leave me alone, eternal rest and all that stuff. But I don't care about Okem. Good.
All right. I'm going to roll. And I got a 2. So what that means is I'm going to choose a random card in the memory deck and I'm going to rip it up. Choose this one. I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to take a piece of the uniform. Do I want a cool skirt or do I want a top? I kind of like the skirt. I'm going to go for the skirt. I like the skirt.
They both come with like a little pack, so you're good.
Yeah. Oh, I like that outfit. That's cute.
But you're wearing your school uniform. Why? Where did you get that from?
Oh, I don't know. Just happened. I've been wearing this the whole time.
Wait. Yeah,
No,
what's
you
up with your
weren't.
shirt? Wait.
I swear you weren't.
What do you mean? I thought this would be a nice throwback. No,
it's clean. You kept your school uniform
fits.
clean.
Oh yeah,
still
it still fits
and not faded.
I mean, I take care of my stuff.
Those things made of like polyester. I would think it would have like deteriorated by now.
I thought this was about Jerry's skirt and not my my shirt.
Sorry.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of that one time you know what? Never mind.
What? Okay, you can't say that. What do you mean?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, there was this one time I kind of sort of put some drugs in one of your lockers because I didn't know what to do with it, and I hid it in one of your blazers.
What?
They were catching up onto me, so I was just like, oh, I should put this in someone else's things because they won't, suspect you.
I mean,
Georgia.
that adds up. Yeah, I never would have suspected you, Georgia. You're chill.
I mean, I never got caught for anything, but still, I would have liked to know.
Right?
I honestly assumed a ghost planted them on us, so.
Yeah. Was it this one? Do I? Damn it.
No, it was Georgia's specifically.
But
I
I could have
mean,
gotten in so much trouble. My parents would have killed me.
Yeah, but nothing happened, so that's okay, right?
But it easily could have, and you know that it could have. That could have ruined my life.
Yeah, well, it's happened, so we're past that now, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Was it before or after the bonfire?
Oh, I think it was after.
Okay, now that's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
it's like, ooh. I think I hear someone outside. I think I heard, yeah.
Yeah, we should probably go check that out. So now let's go ahead and roll all of our d6s.
Buddy.
Awesome, what'd you get? You got
Oh,
one
no.
again? Oh, no.
No.
Okay, so your fear shows up.
I remember everything and fear everything.
Apparently. Oh, geez.
Go ahead and write that in. Oof. All right. So as we're leaving the chapel, what does it look like when you see your shadow?
It's me, like, we're walking out, and I feel like when I said I heard someone outside, I really did hear something. And we're leaving, and I feel like, I like hold the door. I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead, yeah, chill, yeah, super. It is good to see everyone. And I it's that thing, like, again, the sun's been coming out, and I kind of like look, as you're leaving, and I see like my shadow has moved independently of me, and that it is not on me. It is still like standing near that carved writing, and it slowly starts to like go upright, and it looks at me, and it takes off the like shadow outline of my glasses, and the eyes are just swirling red mass, and it starts speaking in that odd, like, incomprehensible language from the wrong class I walked into. And I walk out, and I like push the door closed.
All right. So I'm going to make a suggestion, and that is to go to the final room where we will escape.
Okay.
And that is, let's go ahead and copy and paste our characters over onto slide 25. So we're going to slide 25. And I'm going to shrink my character down so it's a little easier to see. Actually, I'm going to I'll put you over here because we have to read this prompt first. So we're at the entrance. When you exit the chapel, you enter a dark, cold, endless space. A fog fills the room. To every player, describe one thing that you sense about the fears. What do they look like? What do they sound like? What do they feel like? So our fears so far have been Dawn and Dawn's shadow.
Man, every time I play this game, I do great on the memories, and I always get the fears, and I'm like, I want like a mulligan that's like someone else put down a fear. Anyway, here we are. I'm the big bad.
Apparently.
Dawn shadow.
Dawn is the manifestation of our fears.
It's just dawn out in the sunlight.
So, what do you sense? Go ahead and give us a description of what you see or feel or taste.
Me?
Each of us.
Oh, okay.
So whoever wants to go first.
I'm just gonna say that they're in the fog of this room. We start seeing mirrors, but when we look in the mirrors, the only thing we see is reflections of Dawn
Ooh.
instead of our own reflections.
Mm-hmm.
I think we also see shadows, disembodied shadows, just like reaching out of the mirrors. So they're like trying to grab at us as we're going through this this maze type of thing.
There, I imagine there's also like whispers, but like as if Dawn was saying that. But if we look back at Dawn's not saying anything. They're like, you're gonna die or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing. And I think like they start growing louder, and like at first the incomprehensible language, and then like it's still in that language, but we start to understand it. And it's like, we want to be back out. We want to be out. We want to be out. Open the door.
Oh, I just realized something. Like my brain just like put 2 and 2 together. Are these parallel universes?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my goodness.
Parallel timelines? Is that what's happening?
They're all like,
They all seem bad though. They
They
need
are
to
all-
stay in their parallel
each one
timeline.
is worse than the other.
Oh no. Oh, this is all very bad. Okay.
Oh no. All
Yeah.
right.
How do we escape, Banana?
So we start at the entrance. And we are going to all roll our 1d6.
Yep.
And keep in mind, you still have your powers on your character sheet that you can use. I rolled a 3, and that is how many spaces you can move out of this maze. So we'll start with whoever rolled lowest. Go ahead and let me know what you rolled. I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 1.
Buddy, me
Oh,
too.
no. Okay, so both of you go first.
Okay.
So you step onto the first space, which says, "What do you remember that makes your blood run cold?"
Ooh. What do I remember? That joke seance that I did that unlocked my mediumship powers. It is at the time I didn't know, but now with all this that's going on, the first sort of like specter that I saw and that was trying to talk to you was like an old, decrepit, almost rotted, ghostly form of Dawn. Just everywhere.
I think Don like starts moving, takes off, like drops his glasses to the ground. And he says out loud, like, I know why whenever I look at the school, it's like a void. I don't know if I make it out of here.
Amanda, what'd you roll again? 4. You rolled a 4. Okay, so I rolled a 3. So 1, 2, 3. I landed on, what was one of the teachers hiding from you? I think it was teacher, right? I think Mr. Crookshank knew something about Dawn. And I think that it has something to do, actually, I think that Mr. Crookshank knows something about all of our abilities. And he saw, not only did he like follow us in our movements and like, write down like all the things that he had seen based on our powers, but he also knew that he knew how it originated, like where our powers came from. And I'm going to leave that up to you, Amanda, to figure out.
I didn't really have something for that. I have something unrelated though, because I'm
Go
at
for it.
1, 2, 3, 4. What was hidden beneath the floorboards of your room? So as I am racing past everyone through this fog with all of the weird dawns staring back at us through the mirrors, I turn, and where I stop is that there's one mirror right in front of me, and it has the Dawn face that I specifically remember as the Dawn that I saw lying unconscious on the floor of my dorm room when I had literally just closed the door, having said goodbye to Dawn in the hallway. And I never told anyone about this. I didn't know what to do because I knew this wasn't Dawn, that couldn't possibly be Dawn that was in my room because I had just talked to him in the hallway. So I just hid him beneath the floor and hoped that it would just go away and I wouldn't have to think about it ever again. I remember it now, though.
The truth comes out from the good rules. The overachiever.
I hoped I had imagined it. I hoped I had imagined the whole thing, but apparently I didn't.
So Amanda, you get to roll again, and this time as the manifestation. So the manifestation is going to retaliate against us.
Oh, geez. The manifestation gets a 3.
3. Okay, so that number is how many spaces we have to go back as a group. So we could split it up, or one person can take all of it, or we could, take 1 or 2 each.
Don will take 1.
Don, you're already at.
You're already at 1. You can't go back any further.
I can't go back to
take
entrance.
1.
Can't I go back to start? This isn't.
And I can go back. I can go back too because I'm the farthest ahead.
Isn't entrance a start? Isn't that a start space?
Oh, you're locked in here now. You can't escape.
Oh, okay. I see.
Do you want to escape? Is the question I got.
Well,
Could you go
there's
back
that too.
to this like empty space?
Oh, you could. You could go back to one of the empty space or go sideways.
You could. Do you want to escape this, or do you want to?
I don't think
escape
Don thinks he is meant to escape it.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So I'll just go back 1 and I'll let you take one of
you
your
decide.
lateral moves. If that's what you want to do. Into the nothing. Into the void.
All right, awesome. And what does it look like when the manifestation retaliates against us? And we can all say one thing about it.
I think one of the mirrors, like Don looks at it, and the reflection of him has like, not to be detailed, but like viscera about them, and it's just like, and that's like the space he starts to move towards.
I was gonna say that the whispering turns briefly into like crescendos for a few moments and turns into just like a clamoring of all the Dawn voices in this weird chanting language, like to the point where we all just kind of like cover our ears and back up because it's so overwhelming.
Yeah, I think, and like the this whole time I'm imagining like shadowy mist and stuff like that. The mist gets a lot thicker, and we start to see our breath as we're going. It's getting harder and harder to breathe as it's starting to get stuffier with all the shadows and stuff. You're muted.
You're muted. Banana.
Oh, am I muted?
Oh, there you go. You're good.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
I think the mirrors are cracking.
Even better.
And like with each sort of like fracture, it's like more and more dots just like popping up.
Ooh, yeah. More whispers.
So it's like even louder now.
Yeah.
And now we go ahead and roll again and try to escape.
Oh no.
I rolled a 6. What'd you roll?
You got your powers and
Oh
stuff.
yes, I'm gonna try to re-roll. I still have my supernatural talent. I'm gonna try to telepathy my way out of here. Like someone has to know the way out. And I threw my die on the floor. It is gone. Let me try that again.
No.
I only got a 2. Oh my word. Okay.
Oh, wait, 1, 2. Oh no. Okay. You still have like your additional powers that you can add.
Yeah, can I'm gonna use a power to add 1 to my roll. Can I exceed 6? Is that a possibility?
You can exceed 6, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that twice.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
you could add 1 to your roll or 2 to your roll, even.
Yeah, I'm gonna exceed
That
6,
one.
bring my total to 7. Because I rolled a 5. I'm adding 1 to my roll twice.
Oh, you're gonna do something in the maze. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I will also, because I need 3 to escape.
Oh, I didn't even count. 1, 2, 3.
You can
Okay, never mind.
also do some stuff in the gray areas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, okay.
All right, so
Oh,
I've
that
gotten
doesn't
myself
help.
up to 3 at this point.
4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, I can push someone forward. So I can push, if you rolled like less, I can push you forward 1 space.
Okay. No, 3 should make it. I should be able to get out with that.
Okay, cool. Austin, what'd you roll?
I got a 4.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll decide later if you want to get out or not.
All right, so I think I have the lowest roll, right?
Yes, you go first.
Okay. So Georgia's just gonna make a break for it. She's lifting her head high and saying, I am not letting this place defeat me. I am going to get out of here. And 1, 2, 3 escaped.
Nice. So you get to choose any one of those prompts that you've passed.
What did I see in the headmaster's house that haunts your nightmares? So after we saw the extra headmaster, I was pretty convinced that there had to be something going on, because that also happened after I had hidden the extra dawn in my floor. And so this was very much bothering me, and I needed to figure out why I was seeing double of people. Maybe there was something that could give me a clue. And when I went into the headmaster's house, in his study, there were actually like a lot more of him, like a dozen of them, just kind of lining the walls, just like eyes closed, like they were sleeping, standing up. There were so many.
I think it's Dawn next, right?
It is. I could
got 4.
4. You see Don like break his vision from this mirror and looks around, like eyes wide, like almost like straining to actually use this clairvoyance, because I use my ability twice and roll lower 2 times, and just does not see a way where he gets out of here. So I move into this corner where the space is. Who found an item that belongs to something not of this world? And he gets over there and he looks around. He starts like yelling out, I don't think I make it out of here. I know I've been like this super cool asshole all the time, but I gotta make sure someone knows this if I don't make it out of here. The headmaster in his I looked at what's in his office. He had this thing, this like weird like black opal. I think it's what makes the school so weird. You gotta tell people. You gotta get it out of here.
Oh no.
That's it
Kappa,
for
I
me.
think it's your turn.
Okay. Okay. I gave myself a 7 so I can go and like do other things, but using the what's it called? reputation and after school club. I don't know why. Just holding on to some fond memories is what's really keeping me grounded here. So I push past. I hear Dawn talking about this weird opal thing. And yeah, let's see. So if I go one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I'm gonna do. So I have enough to like hit this space over here and still make it out to escape. Is that okay? Is that something I can do?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I do want to answer that. Why did a teacher go missing during your time at Deimos to return seeming more quiet and nervous? I think my conversations with Crookshank, there was some, obviously Crookshank knew something a little bit more about us and was talking about this strange artifact. It was why he was here at the school, was trying to uncover it, and had something to do with Headmaster Ortle. And as I feel like the next time we were going to meet for office hours, he was going to tell me exactly everything he knew. Then the next day was when we had that substitute teacher, right? And then Dawn, you had your presentation and needed to go step outside, take some Xanax. But about a few weeks later, Crookshank came back and didn't seem to remember any of the or interested in any of the conversations. Didn't seem interested in continuing any of the conversations that we had, and so I kind of dropped it and didn't think of any. I thought more about it, but realized I wasn't going to get anywhere. There's something there.
All right. So I have the option of trying to push Dawn over one space. But I'm going to ask Dawn if you want that to happen. You're still going to be...
You certainly can.
You're still going to be in the maze, but I'm just going to go over here. And why... I'm going to answer this question. So why was there dried blood on the walls of the communal bathroom? And I'm going to push you forward one space. Where would you like to go?
I'll go to the chapel one because no one's answered that question yet. Or do you remember seeing the chapel one that you snuck out?
Go for it.
You want me to answer mine first? Or you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that the blood was actually, there was actually a ritual in the bathroom, and I think what happened was I accidentally went into the bathroom late at night once, and I saw Crookshank, the headmaster, the reverend, like all of these teachers just like there standing around like a circle of blood, and it was dried at first, but then when I looked a little closer, they were all chanting around this thing. When I looked a little closer, there were like people sort of popping up from this pool of blood, like people taking shape. And they were like images of Dawn and images of us, like the rest of us. It wasn't just Dawn, it was like multiples of us. And then I left. And I'm gonna escape the base now.
What I remember seeing in the chapel when I snuck out, it was past curfew. The glasses were like really hurting my head, and I was like, the chapel's have vending mirrors, the glasses look super dirty. I'm gonna go, relax my eyes in there. I can't see. Look, I'll see the building decay. Who cares? And I remember sitting in there, and that's the first time I remember seeing the shadow scene we saw tonight and seeing this room manifest. And that's when I knew that the only way all of you made it out, I ran the math, was if I stayed back. Because if I didn't stay back, it was me being a jerk, me being selfish, me like leaving someone behind. And that's when Don made the active choice that for once in his life, he was not going to be selfish. But for every single moment up until then, he would be.
Oh.
And he sees all of these selves begging him to open the door, and knowing that the only thing he can do to close it is to let whatever this thing is that the headmaster has brought to this school fold him into the fold as well.
Oh.
Nice.
So he watches everyone else leave the shadowy mist. And as you walk out and realize you were just in the chapel, you see Don close the door one more time.
Hold on. All right, so now we're going to go into the final slide, which is slide 26. And on slide 26, we are going to answer some questions. So all of us just meet there. So I want to have something a little climactic, which is have Austin do your thing last. So do your consume section last, because I think that would sound like way more climactic. So we're going to answer the overcame section first. So for this, if you escape the manifestation, describe what it looks like from the point of view of your character when you escape. So I'm going to open it up for all of you to describe it.
Yeah, we just kind of stumble out and the door slams, Dawn slams the door shut behind us, and we realize we were still just in the chapel, and now we're out on the lawn, and it's just mid-afternoon, and everything seems normal and empty, but kind of normal.
Yeah, it's empty, and when we obviously gonna try and check the door again, when we open it, it's an empty chapel. Like, it's a little more run down than when we entered. Like 15 years run down and empty.
I think when I dig in my pockets for the invitation, I look at it and it's just a blank piece of paper.
Oh.
Ah.
All right. So players that escaped, as a group, fill out the prompts below. Each player will have a chance to answer each statement. So we overcame the manifestation. It took a lot out of us, but it felt like a weight has been lifted immediately after this. What do we do?
I kind of feel like we all just go our separate ways, and this kind of shell shocked. We don't even know how to process what just happened, and we all just kind of leave. Like, it hasn't sunk in yet what has just occurred.
Yeah, I think at the very least we'll leave a memorial or something for Dawn, just there's nothing under it, but it's like a pile of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the base of a tree, something that Dawn would have liked.
In the days that passed, things got better every day. Even the people in our lives, our relationships got better. It feels adjective/emotion. It feels freeing. Like there was a weight there, like a block. That kept at least for Finn from experiencing the world as it was. Now we spend less time activity and more time other activity.
Less time thinking about the past. We're able to kind of put it behind us.
Yes.
Yeah. Looking over the shoulder, right?
And more time. Looking over our shoulder?
Oh, no. Sorry, no. More time. Sorry. And more time. I get just living in the moment. Dawn was the one that was that was looking at the future, and so we're kind of looking at the future now too.
Nice.
to make
And
things
now-
poetic.
I like that. And now for Dawn. If you did not escape the manifestation, describe how your character becomes consumed by the manifestation.
After I close the door and I turn back, I just see these mirrors like shatter, but it's like silent. And all of these Dons walk out. They all take their glasses off and their eyes are this swirling red mist instead of how Don's usually looks. And they all just kind of like coalesce into this the shadowy, unknowable thing that I saw the first time. And it like starts like yelling for me to open the door. And as I keep refusing, it just like falls on me. And I kind of like shake my head a little bit and I'm like, oh, I think I did it. And I put my glasses back on. But when Don leaves, he is no longer Don. And he is Headmaster Mortal once again.
Oh,
He has found a new body to host him for this time.
Oh!
And he goes out to start the cycle again and reopen Deimos Academy for its grand reopening. They found new donors, and the school is quite excited to start shaping young minds once again.
I feel like you answered all of the questions that
I
were in the
know.
prompts. Do you want to do it again, or how do you want to do that?
That was good.
I think that was good.
That was
was
really
great.
good. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was amazing.
You don't need no stinking prompts. You got it.
That was so good. So the last question we have here is finally answer this question individually. What happens to your character 2 years from now?
I think I'll start because I think it will influence all of you because it is Deimos Academy's been open for 2 years again. You know, Headmaster Mortal is feeling pretty good. You know, admissions are up. People are interested. People are ready to get back into the academy. You know, it has such a long history. It is sad it was closed for, you know, about 10 years. But, you know, now that it's up and running again, it's quite exciting. There's a news team's coming out today to film in a news spot. And we have an ad running on the all social media, you know, new ad TV spot. And I just got done filming it.
Yikes. Georgia has finally somewhat gotten back on her feet with a much more not quite as nice of a job as she had before, but she's not as worried about it now. She's not as worried about keeping up appearances and making sure that she is doing the absolute best at everything all the time and just trying to enjoy life a little bit more.
I think Finn would continue the supernatural exorcism. Gotta pay the bills somehow. But in passing sees that there's a grand reopening of Damos Academy, and it bothers him for a minute, shakes it off, and goes back home that night, and it's just the nightmares are back.
Oh no.
And wakes up in the middle of the night and just like, oh frick, I gotta go back.
I think Jerry finds a partner, like a relationship partner, and everything is great. And I think they are planning to have children. And as they're talking about planning to have children, she receives an invitation in the mail, and it is to check out Damos Academy. And she thinks back about it, and she's just like, maybe we should check this place out.
Oh no. Oh no.
And that's the end of the game.
Oh no.
Wow. Welcome to Deimos Academy, everybody.
Woo. Oh wow. Okay, so that was a lot of that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of laughs. Also really creepy. You know, we hit the horror bits. That was so much fun. Damos Academy is wonderful. Thank you for inviting me to play, like having me in the game and experience this. I hope it was enjoyable for all of you watching. Before we sign off and everything, is there any last things that we should know about Damos Academy, other than Kickstarter dates and all that stuff?
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Our Kickstarter for Damos Academy is coming up on, it's launching in September. This digital version that we just played through, it'll be available to people who back. We have a digital version, so we'll have PDFs available for everyone of the rules, of the individual rooms and everything, and like a coloring book. And we'll also have the physical version available to everyone as well. And we also have some other cool things that aren't finalized yet, but we are planning on having. So maybe one day we'll talk about it. Oh, once the Kickstarter launches, then we can definitely talk about it because
follow the Kickstarter and you'll see it all.
Exactly.
Follow our Kickstarter.
Cool, wonderful. And so if anything, and I'll give everyone an opportunity to sign off as well. I'll just say hello. My name is Kappa, at the Kappa Chris on Twitter. Nerd out about stuff. French Roll Dice has a lot of really cool things as well. But yeah, that's me. I can plug my projects at any time. But Banana Chan, Amanda, Austin, if there's anything you would like to say before leaving, now's the time to say it.
I'm Austin. You can find me on Twitter at Sailor Scott Austin. That's at Sailor STT Austin. Fringe Roll Dice is awesome. I'm here every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So catch me then, or catch me on Twitter, where I talk about game stuff and build game stuff, and also Chuck E. Cheese pizza a little bit too much.
Always Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I'm Amanda Call. Thank you so much for having us on. This was a blast. I'm glad we got to show this to everyone. You can find me on Twitter at Age of Night. That's AGEOFNIGHT.
And so much for having us. I am Banana Chan. You can find me on Twitter at Banana Chan Games, or on Instagram, also Banana Chan Games. And follow us on Kickstarter, because that way you can check out all of Amanda's awesome artwork and Austin and I's awesome words. And thank you so much, Friends Who Roll Dice. You're the best.
The best.
Like, I'm just gonna pull out Uno reverse card. No, you. That was it. That was the stream. If you missed the beginning, stick around. We have the Kickstarter video playing right after we sign off here. But once again, thank you. VODs will be available later. Look out for this Kickstarter in September. Thank you. We love you. Be good to each other. Good night.
Dear alumni, you are invited to celebrate your class's 15-year reunion at Deimos Academy. As one of the longest operating boarding schools, we are looking forward to seeing how successful you have become. Our strict regimen of putting excellence first and educating children to stay in line has created some of the best alumni. As you all know, some of the world's most powerful people have graced our halls, from celebrities to technology geniuses. And if they did not attend here, then consider yourself lucky to be receiving a better education than they did. We look forward to meeting with you. Remember, excellence always. In Deimos Academy, players are taking on the roles of alumni who used to attend the boarding school. They are called back at the school to attend a 15-year reunion to discover that they are the only ones there in this creepy old academy. Through this collaborative horror role-playing game, players will explore different rooms and roll dice to collect memories. When they succeed, they collect the memory and they get to color in a part of the room. In the final room, characters will face their biggest fears. Players will build the story together, remembering things from their characters' pasts and attempting to overcome their fears and the trauma that they experienced as children. So get ready for your reunion. Deimos Academy awaits your arrival.